Okay, folks, this is going to be an overview of SuperGamer5. This is after install and after updates. I have a wallpaper changer in here, Verity. It's a rather older one, but it works well and still kept updated and maintained. As you can see here, I've used some of the silent scripts that the distro maker Darren has made. I got one partition mounted that's for my Linux. Everything else is hidden. You have to go into and customize this for that, or else you'll see all your hard disk. We have newer Firefox installed right off the bat. So that's a bonus. Okay. Besides the wallpapers, and yes, the name of the distro is SuperGamer, and this is what this distro was geared to. It's a fast, lightweight, good for gaming distro, but it's a base. Everyone in Linux knows that, or should know by now, that Linux is all about choice, and you can customize it to your own liking. This one right now, it's based off 1910 Ubuntu. It will be most likely going up to 2004 LTS because that's usually what we go for as a release on, well, I shouldn't say we, I should say is usually what Darren goes for. It's long-term support. So it will be getting upgraded to 2004 at some point when that comes out. Right now I have it running the latest NVIDIA driver as far as I know, the 440/44s. If you want to change your kernel easy, you can actually go out there and get UKUU. It's paid for now, so, and it's worth it. It makes it easy to upgrade your kernel. Before this, I was running the older release with the older UKUU, and I had it running this NVIDIA driver with the 5.47 kernel, and I had no issues. Gaming on it, you can do actual work. That's what I like. I have this set up for me. I have my Steam. I have Lutris put in. GIMP, I left it at what it was for right now. I installed my browser of choice. OBS, I installed Kodi, MKV, KDen Live. All these things because these are what I use. Your use will be different because everyone is different. As far as wallpapers, if you didn't use the program I mentioned before, you could look inside app and look for wallpapers to download, or go to wallpaperbros.com, I do believe is what it was, and get a wallpaper, or look around on Google and find a gaming wallpaper. Besides that, this is a clean base to customize and install for your use purpose. If you're not into gaming, you may have different programs and things. You might be using a Darktable if you're into photography and stuff like that. Linux is about choice. And I've been using SuperGamer as my distro of choice. It's what I use every day. Since back in the PC Linux OS days. And I used it through the Vector days when he switched to that. And when he came to Ubuntu, I switched to that. From 1604 till now, it's what I've been using. This is my replacement for Windows. I only go into Windows for one game, and that's Rust, because Gary killed development underneath Linux. And that's basically because of DRM. But everything else still runs. There's no reason that you can't have this as your daily driver and game. Let me just show you a game. Log in. We can just ignore this. I'll have to fix that again, but we can ignore that. Alright, minimize this. Let's see what we have in our library here. Yeah, I have a lot of games, a lot of older, and I have some newer. Left 4 Dead, Paladins, Portal, I can put in there. Rust doesn't run in Linux anymore, so don't try it. Doesn't even run in Wine because of the new anti-cheat. Well, let's just show you something real quick. Let me just make sure. No, that's not installed. Let's just make sure I have everything set up here. I don't remember if I changed it. Yes, it is. Alright. There, we'll show you what Bendy looks like. Alright, simple. Game's up. Alright, we see it's loaded here. This is a simple game. It's very well done though. I kind of like it. You sit there. This is a you want to relax and play a game. You don't feel like playing with friends. And it's very well done. And that plays on SuperGamer. You want games, you have Steam. He provides you with a script that installs the Steam software without you having to go look for it, and removes the installer script from the desktop after it's done. Simple, easy, convenience. That's what this is about. This has been a strong base for me and a strong desktop. It really makes me not use Windows that often, except for that one game I told you, and that's because I'm addicted to it. But besides that, very good base, recent, not super bleeding edge. If you want something super bleeding edge, you can install that stuff in here, but you're going to experience problems. People that want bleeding edge and that are in Linux usually go for the Arches and Slackware, stuff where you build it yourself, and that introduces a whole nother thing. The one thing with Ubuntu and Debian as a whole. It provides a consistency, its tools, how to update, how to do everything. If you use Ubuntu, you can use Debian. If you use Debian, you can use Ubuntu. Most of the commands are compatible. There's just subtle tweaks and differences. Testing you can get in Debian. Testing you can get in Ubuntu. But if you want a stable system, you usually don't push it too far. Nowadays, they save the newer arches with the testing, the rolling release. It's very stable. Manjaro is supposed to be an easy version. I have a 32-bit version on an old Dell here. But it's a learning experience coming from Debian and Ubuntu, because you're so used to a certain way of doing things, and being spoiled by your package manager actually solving dependencies for you. So, yeah, I'm an Ubuntu guy. You can use it for anything. You can be a streamer, you can be an artist, you can be a creator, you can be a gamer, and still have fun with it. This is my distro of choice. I'm kind of biased. I'm not gonna lie about that. I love the distro. It works for me. I break it. I can fix it. Trust me, I've broken it many times. Playing with stuff, installing certain things. That's part of the fun. It's part of the learning. And that's what Ubuntu lets me do. It lets me learn and guides me with soft hands. This base is rather quick. Now, the creator says that the 1804 was quicker. I find this one quicker. There are UEFI issues that a lot of distros that are based off of Ubuntu are having because of the new grub. I had an issue installing on a Western Digital NVMe drive, but it was easy to fix. A reburn of the ISO and choose a different option to install it, which is the legacy option, not the newer. Auto installs with the NVIDIA driver for me. It's baked in. Another convenience. Office is in here. So you basically can sit down and get to work and get going with this. Bleach bit is included to clean out your temp files, do stuff like that, remove stockpiled updates that you no longer need. There's two different ways of running it. One is as user, the other is as root. VLC to play your media. Everything's there. You can get up, get going, and not have to fart around unless you need certain programs, and it's easy to go and get them. Just like it is to get wallpapers, just like it is to get games. There's actually a command that lets you download a bunch of open source games that's in the forums right now. So besides that, great base. It works for me. You should give it a try. If you like Ubuntu and you want to try a Linux distro, it's easy to use, great for new users, great for advanced users. Enjoy, have fun. Next, the mounting review of the new SuperGamer 5. Thank you.